Sure. So I had practiced as a barrister for a number of years, but it wasn't really giving me the sense of fulfillment that I wanted. I started to volunteer at Childline as a counsellor there, which I did for a few years, and I enjoyed working with these children and trying to help them with their issues in life so much that I thought I'll actually spend the rest of my life doing this. So I thought I'd retrain as a therapist full time. So I got a certificate, a foundation certificate in psychotherapy, and then I started a master's degree, a 5-year program. And the plan was to complete that and then set up private practice as a psychotherapist. During that time, I began to get concerned about the impact that gender ideology, I'm going to call it, was having on the therapeutic profession and on the well-being of children and young people. You know, I was having young people come through to me every week at Childline saying that they felt that they had been born in the wrong body, that they wanted to take puberty blockers, that they wanted to go on and have their breasts or genitals removed. And I thought, you know, as a therapist, I have to be able to explore this properly. Whereas what I was being told from everyone around me, including on my therapy course, was essentially to affirm their decision to transition. So I did some research and I began to speak out about this, firstly on social media. I wrote a few articles. I actually put forward a petition to the government because at that point they had announced this ban on conversion therapy, and there was a real concern that this would have a chilling effect on the therapeutic profession. And then one day in May, this is May 2021, I was 3 years into the course at this point. I was just on the cusp of setting up private practice. And I received an email from the Deputy Chief Executive Officer of my place of study. It's called the Metanoia Institute. It's based in West London. And I was told there had been some complaints made about me. I wasn't told the detail of those complaints. And I was asked whether I would come in for an informal chat in a couple of days' time. And I said, of course, you know, I've got nothing to hide. But the chat never happened because the very next day, I received another email from the Deputy Chief Executive Officer saying that on reflection, I had brought them into disrepute through my interviews and advocacy, and that they were going to expel me with immediate effect. And I went to respond to that email because I thought surely there's some sort of mistake here. But I couldn't respond to the email because they'd blocked my university email address. So then I thought, well, I'll go onto the intranet and see the policies, because surely this is a breach of one of their policies. But I couldn't log into the intranet because they had blocked my access to that as well. And then I thought, well, I'll go onto Twitter just to see what's going on. And I saw that they had announced my expulsion for the whole world to see. And I have to say I was in a pretty bad emotional state at this moment because, as far as I was concerned, my entire future life plans had gone up in smoke. I didn't know what I was meant to have done, and now it was publicised for everyone to see. So I was in a very bad way for quite some time. But I spoke to some colleagues, I spoke to some lawyers, and I began to think, well, actually, is this legal? You know, I'd raised concerns about child safeguarding and about an ideology that I felt was infecting the therapeutic profession, and for that I'd been kicked off a course in breach of any policy. And I brought legal action, and I'm still in the middle of that legal action now, 3 years down the line.